So it's Sunday. What am I doing out here at the farm anyway? Well, this is one of the disadvantages or challenges of owning multiple collector cars. You do have to take care of them, and sometimes I'll do that on a Sunday when nobody's around. So I've pulled out some of my cars here. We got a new one that just arrived, and I'm doing a little TLC on them. Now, this is Mary Jane. This is my daughter Kaya's W108 280 SE, and I'm taking it in to get new tires put on it. Now, what am I doing here? Anybody want to guess? That's right. I'm taking the hubcaps off, and I'm removing these beauty rings because I do not trust the tire shop. So I'll get all these beauty rings and hubcaps off, and we'll roll this one in to get a set of new tires. The tires are fine, but like with a lot of these old cars, they're approaching 10 years old. So it's time to get them changed. And over here is the 240D 4-speed that I call overdrive. Now, the reason I call it overdrive is we did a modification on it and put in a lower ratio rear end. I think you saw one of my videos where I talked about doing that. I hope that maybe tomorrow or the next day I'm going to take that out on a road test and show you the extreme difference from what that car was before. I wish I would have done a before video on it, but I didn't. But anyway, you know, if any of you have driven these old 240Ds, you know it's 60, 70 miles an hour on the freeway, they're just screaming. So we solved that problem on the 240D. And behind that is Great White. That's a 1991 500 SEL. That's the very first year of the W140 chassis. And I'm cleaning that one up and taking some pictures today of it and getting ready to sell. And then right over here is my new arrival. This car just came in on Friday. We call it Bruno. I bet some of you are familiar with the history of Mercedes, know why I named this car Bruno. But this car's like a time capsule. 90,000 miles and garage. You cannot believe the condition of this car. I'll do a future video on Bruno here, but I just want to show you the engine compartment. Come over here and let me show you what this engine looks like. Now remember, I have not touched it, and neither has a detail shop. And right next to it is Digby, the 300D that we just got back last week. And if you've been watching the series on Digby, you know it's returned after 20 years. Now I'm going to pull this over here in a few minutes, and we're going to do another video to see if we can't save this car, okay? The owner was told that it was dead or dying and that they needed to get rid of it. I'm not going to give up. We're going to try to see if we can save Digby. And then this 300SD here is being parted out and going bye-bye. Now, you may look at this car and say, well, that's not too bad. Well, remember, this is the car that's rusty. This is the car that came down from Canada. And I'm going to show you, I just pulled a part off the trunk. I'm going to show you this part because I want you to understand why I avoid rusty cars. So that's what I've got to do today. What are you up to on a Sunday afternoon?